video. I want to talk about the Whispers in the Wall update. It's gonna be, just me talking. There's nothing script. It's just the way I usually do it while I play this alchemy. It's gonna be something pretty, informal. And there might be, I hope not, but there might be eventually some construction noise on the background. Those are not added effects. That is real life. Alright, so starting like in general, as a general view or something like that, I think the update is really freaking good. Really, really good. I was expecting a bit less, to be honest, from the quest and the whole content available, like everything. That is just, it's a big freaking update. It just like changes a lot of stuff in the game. Not only we got a lot of stuff lore wise, but a lot of content in a way. We got mods and stuff, but really stuff to do is, as much as you can do in these new missions, or even just plan some new stuff with the new resources and things available. But good in general, pretty good. Quests. The quests, I think, if I understood, like 30 or 40% is already a good number. Because I just got so freaking confused. Like, are we even talking with the real Albrecht? What even was the heart of Deimos quests? I mean, Albrecht was able to hide all of this from his family, like almost like under the whole planet, this whole place under Deimos. And there's more hearts. There's the vessels. Like, what? It's just so crazy to think about. Like, we did the whole quest, and you can even see another heart down here. And I would say that there's a heart inside every vessel, or maybe could Deimos be the ultimate vessel? Who knows? It's probably, of course, not. But I'm just, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen in the future? What are we gonna find out eventually? Other than that, are we even talking with the real Albrecht? Is that really him? Is it the other? Because the date, when he made the requiems, or all of the recording, let's say, might be like a long time ago, just after the events that took place. Due to the terror and the whole emotions you can see on that. And the Albrecht now feels just so, apathic. He has he doesn't seem to have emotions. It's weird to me. But, feels like it's not the same person. Another thing that we got to see was what the man in the wall said at the end of the new war, when he was like on the portal, and there was Lotus and everything like that. He said that a couple times during the quests, and now we can really see what he said. And it was some of the stuff, the words people got right, but it is what I saw in a video. I don't remember who made the video, I'm sorry. Someone once said that the requiems that we have could be only a part of this entire language, this alphabet, the murmur or the void tongue. And that was absolutely right. We only got a couple pieces of what really is. Those are the requiems that we have. The Zara, Vol, Netra, Fas, Tris, and That's just a piece of the whole thing, and there's much more, and we don't even have information of what they are, what they look like, or what they could mean. That's pretty interesting. I really hope we get to see more about the Requiem, the Void Tongue, or Requiems, or the Void Tongue. Opens a lot of stuff for us to see in the future. Other than that, yeah, it was pretty interesting. I'm not gonna be able to remember every single details to talk about it, but it got me confused a lot, and especially towards the end, everything that happened. Like, what even was the whole ending of that? There's the Kavya, the vessels, the men. What? Then there's Albrecht, again. Who the F is that? Everything is just too weird. But I'm curious to see what's gonna happen next. And yeah, it's about waiting and seeing what's gonna happen. The missions, the new mission types, and what do we have available? Missions, alchemy. It is a volatile with a twist. That's what it is. It is easy. It is accessible to everyone, especially because the grenades themselves deal a crap ton of damage, actually. And I'm already at 22 crustables, and the levels haven't increased, so, or at least I can tell that the levels are increasing. I could be wrong. So my whole idea to get to level cap with this is not gonna happen, unfortunate. But it feels like a pretty solid way to to get rewards, because you can do them around like 3 minutes if you're good. My timer is completely effed because I started this, went to launch, got back, all that good stuff. But yeah, good mission type. Better than mirror defense. Talking about that, we have another mirror defense. This one doesn't seem or doesn't feel as punishing as the first one. One, because we get only one resource type, which is the Stella, upon collecting enough Warframe. The other is that if you're looking for rewards only from certain rounds, you don't even need to collect the Warframe. If you don't care about Stella, then you don't even need to grab the Warframe. Yeah. Other than that, it's the same thing. It feels even a bit harder. I don't know why. I think that it's the enemy types, the base levels, everything is higher. So that might be the reason why. But we are still forced to do it because you need the new mods, which only drop the new tome mods that only drop. Also, some pieces of the manual, they're pretty much inserted in every new mission type. You get its parts. There's parts here, there's parts on the survival, and on the that's how it goes. I entered this one trying to get the Mandanel stock because it's faster to do this than to do the survival. And the mirror defense, I'm just not a big fan of it. So other than that, has to talk. Survival is the same thing. It's just that we got to do the survival on this tile set, which is freaking amazing. It looks beautiful. It's a great mix between the whole Entradi aesthetic, golden Orokin. This one, because the Entradi has this like dark gold and the coins, the corns on the walls sometimes. And it looks pretty amazing, and mixed with the whole man in the wall, let's say, design. There's like something like that looks like temples. The whole enemies are different from what you're used to seeing. You know, enemies, creatures have mouths, legs, and a body. Here they're a bunch of arms fused with geometrical shapes and stuff. Yeah, that looks pretty interesting. Let me see if there's... Oh, the Assassination. The Assassination is interesting. I've done it on the normal mode, done it in the hard mode. It is a pretty good boss, but I just feel like what you have to do before, you know, collect the eyes, which pretty much resemble the lidless eye. It just makes a lot of sense now. You just have to collect a bunch of those. But I feel like that part is really slow. I feel like that part is way too slow, unfortunately. Oh, and there's the Void Blast bar. Always. Yeah. If you aim and kind of, you know, interact, enter the void, you can stop that. But that stupid bug should have been fixed long ago. That is really... That doesn't feel good to have that, you know, get the replay. So yeah, the boss, the hard mode, oh my god, that thing is crazy. I don't remember being so nervous in Warframe since I've done the no ability level cap run with Wisp. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Thinking I could die any second, fail the mission any second. Yeah, well, that was pretty good. Pretty good. Rewards could be better though. I think that's soul, isn't it? Or oh, the natural souls. Yeah, last mission's up is the natural soul. They're not hard to do. Even the weekly ones are not hard to do. It's just about getting a decent build with a tanky frame, and the only thing that's gonna be on the way is the time, because you can't really do as fast as an X time, I should say. But other than that, is pretty doable, pretty no big deal. Yeah, I've done it with Grendel. It didn't took me long, maybe an hour to get everything done, or a bit more. Thinking the new features and stuff. Tennokai, I haven't even used yet. You know, I feel like Tennokai and the melee arcanes, everything just feels a bit, you know, some things we have to farm a lot yet. Still, I'm just getting my first, you know, Tennokai and stuff here, the mods. But for the arcane adapters, melee arcane adapters, those, if I'm not wrong, right now they're expensive like a Either you might be able to drop them, or maybe only on the natural cells. I don't even know. I just think that they're pretty expensive. So I haven't done a lot yet. The only weapon I've put it one is here on the dual Icar, because it's a freaking amazing weapon already. And with the vortex, you're able to do some crazy stuff. Pretty much have you mod for magnetic, and you got a Arthuss with you, kind of. Also, I think I might have talked about this, but the enemy levels don't seem to increase in this mission type, which is a shame. Tennokai, don't have it yet. Haven't tested enough, but it's gonna be pretty good. For the arcanes, they're pretty neat. As for farming them, either you get with standing from the Syndicate, or you do the missions, the Assassination. Not only the Assassination, but also finding the grimoire inside any mission, and doing the little boss. Also interesting. I just don't have the best of luck finding those. But it does take a while to get everything, and it's gonna take And I really think it should take, it's intended to take, because it feels a bit busted. You know, the whole melees were not bad. It's just that the primary and secondary is much easier to do what melee can do, but it would take more time. So I think it's gonna feel and look pretty busted, but that's probably intentional to make them unfair with melee, with primary and secondary. Let me see what else. We got some new mods. The toe mods, I don't have any. I just wasn't able to get any yet. I'm doing this thing, but then I have to do the mirror defense to get them. But I think I saw a Darth Muffin video where he was using one for energy region, and it was a build with the dual icon. So I think that they should be interesting, the mods for this thing. Not for this thing, I don't have it equipped, but you get the thing. Yeah, Grimoire mods. The new Archon shards. They are great. At least the green one is. At least the green one is. The other ones feel a bit specific. I've heard people saying in the comments that some of them are just not stacking. Like the crit for secondaries is just not working. It's only counting to one, and if you have multiple, it just doesn't work, which is really bad. But other than that, they have a lot of potential. You know, we're able now to mod. Is it corrosive without having to use? We're adding corrosive damage without modding or using an ability, which is pretty neat. Other than that, I'm using the radiation damage with abilities, you know, on enemies that are affected by radiation. It's ability damage on enemies affected by radiation damage. The radiation status, yeah. It's just it's too hot here today. It's like 40 C, so it's even hard to think. That is interesting. I like Corvex. Talking a bit about the shard and Corvex. I'm using all shards on him for ability damage with radiation applied. It just feels good to play him. Like, the sound effects are good. He looks amazing. But we have to think about what it's kind of intended. It's a frame made for this. As a frame made for this, he works pretty well, you know. But as for the rest of the game, I think he's gonna fall behind a bit. I don't think his damage, his corrosive damage, is gonna get like. It's gonna be anything close to what people would expect it to be. It's just what I think. I'm not even sure. The Mandanel, I'm here farming the stock. That's the only part I'm missing. The rest I got already. The melee. Meh. Haven't even finished leveling it, but I think it's pretty meh. New enemies are interesting too. Yeah, I'm just kind of running out of things to say now, or they're just not coming to me. Yeah, that's how it goes. The frame, the quest, the map. Oh, the Syndicates. I think they've done right with how to farm standing for the Syndicate. I think that's just the right way to have both the tokens to trade for standing and to be able to get some by doing the bounties. It is like a Zeraman mixed with the other open worlds and the factions. because we have the bounties that give you standing like the other worlds, and then you have the Vakas that are essentially the void plumes for different things. So we're good. We're good. It's gonna take a while to get to the last one, maybe what, a week, but eventually everyone is gonna get there. Arcane Shard is what we talked about. Not like a lot about Arcane Shards because I haven't really messed a lot with them, but in the video, you know, I just have a I'm not sure if I have like an interpretation problem issue. I don't know if maybe I am a bit autistic, but you know, things make sense in my mind, but I can clearly see that it doesn't for other people. So that's where the communication issues lie. The Saren video that I made, you can see in some parts of the video that how many stacks you need. You know, that's kind of what I left as the thing to see. 14 stacks fully armor strip. You can get that with 2 normal shards, 2 normal green shards, emerald shards. 1 Tau Forged is ideal for Saren DPS with the spores, because if you armor strip, then you change the damage that they take, the bonus damage they take, because armor usually takes damage. It's corrosive, extra damage from corrosive. But if you have no armor, then we're looking for something like heat or gas. You know, that's kind of how it goes. That's why I've left in the comment there. But and then now Baron. The next one might just be the stock that I need. Please be. Or be something relevant to 10 okay? That's about it about the video, you know. That was pretty interesting, and I kind of predicted that. You guys got to remember on one of the videos talking about when I talk about the dev stream, I said like I think they saw how people enjoyed the new Hydroid rework and how armor stripping with corrosive feels good. And then they just added that into the game. But to make it good, so you don't put like only 1 shard and boom, you're doomed to always armor strip, they made it so you need 14 stacks. For really truly optimization, you're gonna use 1 Power Forge. If not, you know, it's just for the devil in details, which is this game. Mainly the game has that. The differences are minimal, but they're the ones that are gonna have the greater impact at the end of the day. That's kind of how it goes. So it wouldn't be Warframe without the bugs, right? I mean, the Void Blast bug is still here. The boss is dropping the loot like 20-30 meters above him when he dies, which I bet a lot of people miss the extra item, which shouldn't happen. There's also a bug going on with upgrading the Arcane Shards or doing the Collective Fusion. Sometimes it's just not draining from your... just not showing that it's draining your Stella, but it is. Then when you try and fuse another one, it's gonna say, oh, it's there is a problem. There's a problem, but it doesn't say what the problem is, and until you log back in. That's what happened to me. You can show it on the Arcane Shard video that happened to me. So yeah, Warframe always. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. That is like a crap ton of talking. This is a really long video. but I just wanted to share some stuff about the whole update. And it certainly there is a crap ton of stuff that I missed or that I just like went over or just talked too little about. But that's fine. Whew. Anything that you guys want me to talk a bit more or be more specific, leave it in the comments below. Also, don't forget to leave that like, subscribe, and peace.